Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Will and we are back with Genshin Impact today, and we are going to get back into this story immediately. We are in some sort of time shenanigans and I cannot wait to figure this out. Because this is probably one of the first times in this game where it's been some sort of mystery that I haven't been able to call it immediately. Okay, so we've been running through this cycle for quite a while now.
Go, Barbara, go!
And we realized things have been changing, and it hasn't been a literal time loop. Someone's been erasing all of our memories. Or trying to figure this shiz out.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Yeah, that's some shit that I've been wondering about too.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything. It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Yeah, well, okay, well, since this is a video game, obviously they don't do season changes, but that would have been a big giveaway if they did do season changes in this game. And it's like, oh yeah, it's been months, it's like now winter. Alright, what is she gonna show us?
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy. as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
Yeah, this is the part that's been driving me crazy, where it's just like, how the hell is this? Okay, where did we come out on this? Our memories were being erased. Whenever we're sleeping, we're in like that fugue state and we can hear people talking, so I was thinking maybe we were in some sort of like, I don't know, Matrix-y kind of thing. But then it felt like that idea was kind of thrown out too, but I can't remember why. But yeah, now she just like pointed out the obvious part of like certain things like not changing, even though they should, like money running out or like vegetables growing old and her fighting dummy, which is probably one of the weirder examples you could have given, but yeah, shit, man. We're not in the real world. We have to be in some sort of computer simulation thing then. Which would be extreme.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city.
Yeah, because that's another massive thing where it's like, this is a city. People come and go all the time. So if there was a time loop here, there would be like new travelers and new people to come to the city and realize this. So there has to be, yeah, this has to be some form of simulation. Which, by the way, we're going from like very base technology to something hella advanced.
I can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
No, I suggested we should go out to that the first little town and sleep there and see if anything changes.
How about we
Y'all
go
never listen to me.
Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
And plus, yeah, the duplicate bodies too. We have to be in like a simulation. I kept thinking maybe it was, I don't know, some sort of a... Well, the moon is supposed to give an illusion, so... Maybe that's what I was thinking last time. I couldn't remember why I ruled out the simulation theory, but maybe it is an illusion. All the things that we think are like normal and back and like still there is just a grand illusion. The, oh my god, I'm trying to blank on the name of it.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans. What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Okay, that's what it was. Sorry, I had to Google something because it was driving me crazy. The Infinite Tsukuyomi from Naruto. This, it's shades of that. Some grand illusion bullshit.
Memories are back! About that... Well, where should Paimon begin?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Okay, see, this is smart shit that we should have been doing, trying to figure out a way to leave messages for ourselves.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
2 days.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
So there's more than one city. So what, there's more than one program of this running?
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell... Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
Fuck.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry! Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we? Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Oh shit. Okay, I don't know why, but suddenly I just came to a realization. We don't really know what the hell Paimon is exactly. What? Like, the twins? They were in Celestia, or some form of that, when they came to Earth. And now they're lacking power. We're at least our character seems to be lacking their power, their celestial power. What if Paimon is the physical manifestation of her celestial power? That's gonna be the big melodramatic like twist near the end. She has to sacrifice herself for us to unlock our power. That would be a crazy one if I just called that.
And please, be careful.
We shall see. Pybot 2000.
Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look!
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Well, that's also another thing. Like, obviously, we're a traveler. We went to Celestia and we traveled to different worlds. So maybe there's some sort of weird, like, illusion world or subspace within this world that we're in. That could also be another thing. I mean, for God's sake, we have an entire land inside of a teapot.
See. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
Well, at least of those days.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
Meanwhile...
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it. Okay, see you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
We're inside a Vigia game.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Of course.
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zeru's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Hey! Where are you going?
We've done this countless times, and we've never, like, went up and addressed
Time to act.
the assholes trying to stop the festival. We should just be direct. Like, everything's gonna reset anyway. And if we be direct, maybe something will change.
Time to act. Do you want some alone time to think? All right then, Paimon won't disturb you.
Well,
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
dude, I swear to God, if it turns out to be one of those things where it's like, okay, we're in a computer program, but even us now aren't the real ones. These are like digital duplicates.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know.
Pulling some Kingdom Hearts bullshit.
Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Why? Why did they have us do that? They ran all the way down there for a cutscene just to run all the way back. You couldn't have just had it be like, oh, we're walking by those houses up here. And then we run into her. Dog. Alright. What do we get?
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Yeah, but how do we interact with that since we don't have a Gnosis? That's why I'm thinking maybe we're a digital duplicate and we're more sentient than others just because we're more from Celestia than from this actual world. And then that would also point questions about Paimon of why she's also sentient like us. Because there's always been like small moments where it's like, there's something up with Paimon. We need to figure this shit out. But no one ever addresses the small floating child.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest, except these have no sign of human presence. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Maybe they do dream. Okay, god damn it. This is needlessly complicated. Okay, so maybe they do dream, but their dreams get erased because this time here is actually a dream.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru... Those spaces remind me of...
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Yeah, that's what weird. I thought the God of Wisdom was plants, but maybe her power was something different, and it's only the new god that replaced them that's the God of plants, the God of Dendro.
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
Because I initially thought, I can't remember if they ever said it specifically. I know they said it was the God of knowledge, but like, I just kind of assumed that that person also had the Dendro power. But maybe they had a different power altogether.
And it grants knowledge to the people.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't...
It compiles the wisdom of the entire...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
Okay, the Samsara.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
It's because you're only in a dream.
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing, but as soon as that beep sounded, the Grand Sage said, Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
That one they've repeated a lot.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth." The Grand Sage... That doesn't sound right. I need to care for... That doesn't sound...
Yeah, I'm not understanding the thought process of this bullshit.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha.
I like the inner monologue and how we can actually hear the character's voice, but the actual, like, selection process, most of them are fairly valid options, so it's like I don't really get how you come to the conclusion which one's the right one, since most of them are relatively relevant to the situation and could really fit in most situations.
No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle.
So what if we're not in a loop, but like when the tone happens, we wake up, we have our whole day, and then we go back to sleep, and then this is our dream during night. So we're not in an endless loop, we're actually waking up doing shit, but we don't remember that we're coming here in our dream state.
People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
Although then I don't know how that would work too, because like our waking would be like, oh well, we already experienced the festival and we already moved on since then. And this, we've allegedly already experienced like over like 30 plus days of this stream repeating, which means we'd have, if what I said was true, we've experienced over 30 days in the outside world. And I don't think that that's it either.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Yeah, you got it.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this stream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
She's the moon.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
So you noticed.
So you are... Huh. I thought she was going to be the Greater Lord, so I guess I was wrong on that account.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all.
Okay, so I was thinking it would be the big revelation that she was actually the old version, the original, and not the new one. So then what? So I must have gotten that way wrong with the red-haired girl, because I thought that's what they were trying to like show in all the trailers. I thought she was supposed to be the replacement. So I guess I got that wrong. So she's the replacement. So then the mystery of what happened to the original one is still there. Maybe that will get tied into the desert area.
Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yeah, so like, what does this mean? Like, is this just a manifestation of her power, or is she in some sort of like permanent like sleep state for all of this to work? Because yeah, like shit, what if it's like something really fucked up, like, oh, those earpieces work, but she has to be unconscious, so the academy just keeps her like constantly like sleeping?
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Although I think that might be a little too dark for this game. It's weird. They always try to like skirt that line of like, we're not really that dark. But they always have the possibility to get really weird.
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense.
It's like the Matrix. You can't be told what it is. You have to see it.
Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own,
I'm pretty sure that was the tagline for the Matrix when that movie was coming out. You can't be told what the Matrix is. You have to experience it for yourself. In theaters now.
your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing. I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
I think Bake of Dicks is trying to, like, you know, be a dick about it.
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it.
Sounds like they're trying to make trouble in my neighborhood. I don't think so.
Traveler, do you have any information?
Those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Except these have no sign of human presence. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of... The Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's...
Yeah, I think he's just being an asshole about it.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean...
That god? Probably.
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu.
Well, wait, wouldn't that mean everyone that has the Dendro be able to feel the deja vu? Well, that, I guess, that explains why Dia, she kind of could feel it.
Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
Dream of the endless, baby.
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable.
Yeah, like, she already knows all this, so there has to be a reason why she's not stopping them. She better be, like, imprisoned or, like, forcibly kept sleeping or some shit. If she's just, like, there and just walking around, but like, oh, well, I don't really have any power, so I can't really do anything. I hope it's not that bullshit where it's just like, you have the power to stop this, but you're just like, maybe you should do it instead. I hate those characters. It's like, that being so fucking lame, you have the power to do it.
After we end the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
Oh, what the fuck does that mean?
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
Or is she talking about the sun is the original and she's the reincarnation, so she'd be the moon? There is the ding.
We're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
I really like her character. Like, unfortunately, like, a lot of the characters in the game are, like, mid.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, wait, maybe she doesn't know she's the Lesser Lord when she's awake.
Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
He said he saw spaces where he saw people, but there were no, like, human behind them. They were just like puppets. So maybe that's what happened with Zod.
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely.
Boom, nailed it.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Yeah, but most people aren't super lucid while they're dreaming, so...
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy the living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar.
Okay, well, okay, sorry, this just brings up a frustrating point. So you're free to walk around and shit. You could have just, like, went and talked to her. What the fuck?
I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many regrets.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
Okay, hold on. Don't put all the blame on the sages. Like, yes, obviously they're responsible, but like, what the fuck was Nahida doing this whole time?
I'm not beating myself up.
You should, a little.
All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Yeah, you should have probably tried to stop it in some way.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate,
Lucid dreaming.
the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Oh, maybe that's where the red-haired girl comes in. Because that guy was being particularly dickish towards her.
And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes, I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to...
Like the big one.
She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her. Yeah, saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Honestly, yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, well, no, okay, I guess that's a good point.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the wholesome Zeru's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
I really don't think it's him. We got 30 thingies. Okay, actually, hold on. We need to stop. Oh shit, okay, there is another event going on right now. And it's only got 10 days. God damn. Alright, there's a new event, only 10 days. Let's go do that now. We'll take a break from this for a little bit. But damn, this story is so fun. I love this one. Definitely, this... Man, I love this update. It's just been so great. Like, probably introduced my new favorite zone, plus my new favorite, like, story arc in the series so far. Oh. Hi there. Nailed it.
Look at it sparkle.
Alright, let's see what this event is. It's probably, hopefully it will be something super basic. Alright, sound effects are kind of off. Sorry, buddy. Wait, is it over near... What the fuck? Is it just near the gate, or is it the... No, it's just near the gate, alright. God damn it, guys. Like, come on.
Let me read you a verse.
Germinate!
Defeating the fungus among us. Alright, let's just kind of hop through this. It's probably not going to be that important. I just want to see what kind of actual event this is. Really wish there was a faster way to skip. Or we already spent like 1 hour going through the main story. Mostly cutscenes, 90% cutscenes. Come on, holy shit. Just, can we get to the... What is the quest here? Are you telling me there's 2 different doors at the same time here? I am not a fan of these fucking door fights and you have 2 going on at the same time. Like, dude. Barely like doing one of them a month. Alright, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Some lame ass bull. Shit. It's only 10 days long, and this gets unlocked at day 5. Why the fuck is this so short then? Round 1, round 2, round 3. Alright. Yikes. Why the fuck is it so hot in here today? Alright. I don't think we're gonna need Barbara. Yeah, we did one door fight not too long ago. I think it might have been 2 months ago. That was like super, like ridiculously easy because it was just like really boosting our elemental damage. I'm wondering if this is going to be similar to that, where it's like, oh, you got to do like basically nothing but elemental combos.
Body and mind. Not good.
Okay, wait.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Let's roll! It's showtime! Can't catch me!
No! Oh my god. You're fighting in a crowd and you get locked onto the one motherfucker that does not get hurt by your element.
Retribution!
I hate fighting these guys. These Sonic ass motherfuckers.
No, my sword. Time to act. Rain cutter.
Verdict is... propagate! Spring forth! Oni coming through!
Rain outlines your fate.
Burn!
Let me weave you a verse.
Attaboy! Scatter!
That was rough. Yeah, Ito kind of threw off my entire thing. Oh yeah, let's hold on. Okay, yeah, now this one it does want us to combo with fire. It's just, it's so awkward going into that menu to reactivate. It's just, they have to fix that. It's just so fucking lame and weird to go through. Let's do the trial version. Let's see if he feels more boosted than our version. Yeah, it's just hard for me to like do the muscle memory of hitting this and then the button that we need.
There's no end to this. Verdict is...
You can run, but you can't hide.
Another
Yeah. Bring it on.
time for retribution! Burn! I got terror.
Are you here to
Ah, awkward timing there.
amuse myself a little?
Fuck.
Verdict is...
Rain cutter.
Riptide. Tidal wave.
God, him and his knives are so dope.
Let me amuse myself.
Shouldn't let your guard down. No time to lose.
Oh, now we're at the point where we keep getting threes. Maybe the more we activate it, the more active it becomes.
Amateur mistake.
I feel like we did a lot better in the second round. Child really was popping off for us. It's fire and ice now. We don't really ever use her. Let's try her out. I do want to try to use more spear users, but the only one that we've really tried to use a lot was Zhao, and he just feels so fragile. I should probably give some more spear users a try to see if all of them are like equally as delicate. Because that's one of the things that I hated about it. It's like, yeah, it puts out quite a bit of damage, but like just so dainty, so easily taken out. Hello?
No touching. Blaze over.
Time for retribution!
Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time.
Hello?
Born of ice and frost. This is long
Yeah,
over.
this is just like that other one where it's just like our stuff is always so OP. And it's nothing but elemental comboing.
Burn!
Hello?
Time to go.
So sorry.
For Rex Lapis. Access denied.
Retribution!
And now that there is a younger Archon in the Dendral Kingdom, I wonder what all the other other 7 think of it, if they've ever met her.
Burn!
And if anything, like reincarnations happened before.
See? Higher, higher. Hands on fire.
Time for retribution!
God damn. Beefy. As fuck. Okay, we got gold out of that. I don't know how much I put stock into that. That was... I don't know. It really feels like a gimme. But honestly, I'll take it out. I think that's fine. No shit, I keep hitting fuck. I keep hitting retries. I keep thinking X is continue, but it's retry. God damn. God damn. Alright, well, we completed that. Honestly, I prefer something oversimplified like that than the other blue door that's going right now. That's way the fuck harder. It's like, yeah, I guess this door, I don't really like the blue doors, but out of all the versions that we've tried, I prefer this one overall. Just because it's more fun, they give us trial characters, and it's just kind of like fun, like OP explosion of your moves, and it's not like super intense. Opposed to some of the other ones where it's just like, get good or get fucked. Actually, no, what else should I? Alright, let's see. Got some more unlocks in one day. Oh, in 3 days. Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot about this one. Ah, okay, well, there's actually a lot of events that I can probably do offline. Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm not really gonna do any of these on stream. I just do like the first round just to show you like what it is, but it's all repetitive bullshit. We've already done all of these previous streams. Alright.
Guess we can.
Quest, I guess let's continue with this. Oh, and the next one is gonna give us... Actually, let me check that. It's gonna give us part of the constellation for Main Boy. And I don't know if I've actually picked up a piece of that yet. I have not. Alright. Alright, let's head back and do like maybe one more part to the main story, and then we might call it a day. I've been feeling so out of it today, and for some reason in my room it is like way hotter than normal, and I do not know why. Like it's not even warm outside right now. It is pretty cool. So it's like, what the hell is going on in here? Hello? What just happened? I was walking towards the story point.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
What the hell's going on here?
Wait, now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say... Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too...
Oh, weird. Okay, so it's having us repeat this section.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. The real Dunya's
Oh, man.
consciousness hasn't
Okay,
changed.
weird. This
It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
this hasn't really happened much to us before, but for some reason it's having us repeat the same section.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait,
It's weird.
so what about that other Dunyarzad?
She's actually the real Juniors, so another Junior.
Deadsies.
Puppets are still. You know, speaking of which, the old Junior.
Dunyarzad truly...
Yes. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person.
Unfortunately, you can't really skip any of this.
Oh, she's still. Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her.
Please don't be... Don't be like that.
To prevent more
Great, but...
Although that means this.
Huh?
Well, which means
Imagination.
imagination, like when the server. However, the dream.
Weird. It said that we completed this quest after we had this conversation, though.
No matter, find some.
How are we going to And even if we did, after all, like...
It's extremely. As for me,
Out of town?
yes. Hurry and go.
Yeah, I have no idea how we got to the conclusion to the person that we have to go see.
But... Paimon's wondering. Do you... Huh. So... Who do you think... Oh, that... Let's go ask him...
Okay, there we go. Weird. I'm trying to think. That might have happened to us one time before. But it was much minor. But wow, that one really set us back. Yeah, it's weird. It said the quest was complete after we had that conversation, so we moved on to the next quest after that. And really, background character, it's gonna be one of the main characters. Maybe that's where the red-haired girl comes in. And why the guy was such an asshole and be all like, maybe you could just dream about it. Aww. Fucking dick lord.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just... It's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Ooh.
Oh.
Buddy. Like,
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
yikes. No, it's just the mustache, man.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time.
He's dead.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
It's not gonna work. It's not him.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Tia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
We just walk up there, behead them. Like, holy shit!
Hey, Traveler!
That escalated.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down!
You're going down, Crushinator?
That's close enough.
Rain outlines your fate.
Propagate! I will be back.
Witness the power of Gua.
Following orders. Where do you think?
Dang.
I'll take my
Kill. Popping it. And dropping it.
I'll be back.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
Yeah, they're dreams. I can murder them.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up?
I do not.
She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay,
Time for some beanie.
gonna take a peek inside.
You couldn't animate them going through a window.
Temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Ah, bah, 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 bah.
Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about.
Okay, it's times like this that I really wish, like, they had a better quest system. Because, like, sometimes they imply, like, oh, well, we've been away for a while or something like that. When it's like, nah, we literally just did the last part of the quest kind of stuff. Where it's like, it hasn't really been that long. So it's just like, I wish they put more quests into the main quest line for moments like this where it's like, oh yes, well, we have been away for a bit, where we have like maybe 3 or 4 different quests we go on before moving on to this part. You know what I mean? Instead of like, oh, main quest to main quest, and at some point it's like, oh, we've been gone for so long. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? We were just doing all that stuff.
She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Yeah, she's dead as fuck.
Hey! Where are you off to now?
Revenge! That's where we're off to. I wonder... So the projection of Zod is kind of lifeless. Is that... I'm assuming that's just because she's not here and she's like already passed. But I'm wondering if the relationship the person that is doing the dreaming to her might have to do with it. Where it's like, oh, they didn't really know her that well. So when her consciousness, when her living consciousness isn't there, that's why she's so lifeless.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, I wish that we gave us more side quests and stuff, so like when we came back here we could talk to her and actually get to know her a bit better. So that's another little downfall in this game, is that they overly invest in characters that have like just very short screen time, or have the possibility for very short screen time. Like if you just keep doing the main story, obviously how much they're on screen and how much we interact with them will feel like a lot lesser than if like you spread it out. And I think they should take that into account and have like built-in side quests that we have to do, so it just makes it feel like we have more time with them.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Wait, are we sure that she's passed and she's not just doing badly? Because if she was the person that was like hosting the dream, that would explain her poor health.
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
We're gonna go and do something we should have done from the very start. We're burning this fucker to the ground. We should beat some old man ass and be like, tell me what I want to know. Go full Jack Bauer on them, start kneecapping some people. It's like, we don't even have guns in this world. I invented it just for this. Bam! Kneecap. Oh, we're gonna be all like, no, do your dance. Fuck this guy.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer.
Oh, wow. They made it so dramatic, the whole camera went Dutch angle on us. Holy shit.
The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
Someone's about to be beheaded. That's my answer to everything in a dream. Just chopping off heads.
Traveler?
That's not a red flag, is
You
it?
don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Too late. I have already raised my gauntlet. Glove thingy.
Traveler.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste.
Day's already over.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
Puppet dick bags, rather than real dick bags.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Okay, I knew she would have some importance. I just really overestimated it, thinking that she was the new goddess. But nope, she's the dreamer. Okay, things are falling into place. I was a little bit off.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
Oh wait, did I? No. I was gonna say, did I somehow get it reversed?
Beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Tanyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird.
Just ignore them, they'll go away.
Okay, I'll try.
Classic maneuver.
Hey!
Nani?
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore! But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage! It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots! So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
She literally heard you.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zerus festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream?
Ooh.
As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story!
Oh shoot, I just noticed her, she's water user. Just noticed that.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zerus festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zerus as beautiful as we can.
Oh, please be a cool cutscene. Oh, booyah, cutscene.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zerus.
Okay, the music went a little more elevator than I thought it was going to. We did it! We broke the Matrix!
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
Yeah, like, did that day even happen, or was that even a dream?
Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
We just kicked down the door. Shabam!
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
You know, her passed out spot.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
It doesn't explain why the fuck was she dead in the dream then. And she is what's her face, so she can do like the whole illusion thing. Oh my god, wait, hold on. No, I was gonna say, what if all the Catherines look alike? Because it is her and she's just doing projections everywhere. But no, I don't think so. I think she's just doing it this one time. But yeah, that explains why no one sees the Archon, because she goes out incognitus in a disguise every time. All right. Well, we just got that. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I think I am gonna call it for today. We're going to save what's about to happen for later. Let's add to our constellation. Okay, what is this first one? I don't know what it was doing before, but okay. 3.5. Observation increased by 3 seconds. Oh, okay, the lamp. Only by 3 seconds. Huh. Alright, we have so much to do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for today. I'm gonna try to work on all the events that are going on so we can get a bunch of Primo Gem. I'm pretty sure we're like very far off from getting another wish. Yeah, we're pretty far off. We need like about 1,000, don't we? Yep, over 1,000. Hopefully we can get relatively close by me doing that. And then next Tuesday, yeah, I doubt it. Hopefully next Tuesday we'll be a whole lot closer at getting another 10 drop. And I'm not sure. It's like 11 days, I think it said, until it changes. So I think maybe I will do a 10 drop instead of saving it for the next group of people, because I don't know who the next batch of characters are going to be. So I think I might just do the 10 drop. But the question is, should I do it on weapons again? We've been having such terrible luck with that. But, I don't know. We'll figure it out when we come to it. Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all gonna be Yakuza Like a Dragon. Been loving that game. We've been exploring all over the place, doing a bunch of side quests. Kind of put the main quests on the back. And, yeah, we're just gonna probably... Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll continue exploring a little bit more. We kind of got to an area where we really got our ass beat, so maybe we'll continue the main story first thing tomorrow. and see how that goes. But yeah, next couple of days, Yakuza Like a Dragon. Next Monday is going to be some more Ni no Kuni, and then next Tuesday will be the next time we'll be playing some more Genshin Impact. Links down below for all my stuff, my Twitch, YouTube, over on my YouTube channel. All my previous streams are uploaded, as well as a link over to my Twitter where I tweet every day when I'm online what I'm playing, and as well as if there's any changes to the schedule or any interesting video game trailers that I find. What else? No, I think that's about it for today. The end of day 744 of streaming in a row. Can't wait for tomorrow. I am really digging Yakuza, and I'm super amped up because they just announced they're bringing that like old school like Edo / Meiji period Yakuza game over. I really want to try that out, and they're also making Yakuza 8. So maybe we'll hop into that one. I don't know. I think Yakuza 8 brings back the previous main character, which makes me think maybe I should play the previous Yakuza games, but there's just so many of them. And it's like, I don't know. The fighting system is what I really like in the Like a Dragon, so I don't know how much I'll like the fighting system in the other ones, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with some Yakuza Like a Dragon. See ya.